and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. That was a really weird shuffle. If you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I post new content every single day. If you're looking for daily short tarot readings, check out my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube shorts. So for those of you who have been subscribed for some time now, you know that I always have my orange blanket. And for some reason today, I have my little slippies on, and I was guided to let you see them because I think that smiley faces are a good reminder to find the joy in your life. And so I chose to follow that guidance today. And for some of you, that may even have an additional meaning to it. All right, let's find out what the circle needs to know today. Wow, that was the 10 of Pentacles. I saw that, so I'm gonna take it out. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the High Priestess. And we have the World on the bottom of the deck here. Why am I hearing buzzing sounds? Ah, okay, I see. Clever. All right, so I kept hearing buzzing and I was like, what? Why do I keep hearing buzzing? And it took me a second to get it. Bees. So bees work together for the collective. They use a lot of teamwork and a lot of communication. They designate tasks, they delegate, and they work as a community. And what I'm seeing here is as you're building out your 10 of Pentacles and you're building out your world and you're stepping into these new beginnings and these new opportunities, you have to remember that you don't have to do everything by yourself. And 3 is the number of supreme balance, and we have 2 2s on the table, we have 2 3s. 3s having to do with supreme balance between mind, body, and soul, balance in general. 3s also have to do with receiving answers to questions. And 2 has to do with union. It has to do with relationships, with harmony, with unity, and community as well. So what I'm really seeing here is that there are some new alignments that are going to be coming in terms of relationships that are going to help you build these different pieces. But oftentimes we think that outside of just our relationship part of our 10 of Pentacles, because the 10 of Pentacles is happiness and fulfillment, abundance, and overflow of that in all areas of your life. We often think that outside of our realm of relationships, that we have to do everything alone. We have to build our wealth, or we have to do our career, or we have to whatever. We often have this mentality, and I love this because a friend of mine who's a life coach says this all the time. So I'm stealing it from him in terms of, I'm going to use it here, but that's where it came from. He says that oftentimes, especially in America, we have this idea that we are self-made and that we did everything by ourselves. And it's almost viewed as kind of this, like that's how it's supposed to be kind of attitude. But the truth is when you think back on a lot of your successes in the past, you'll come to realize that you had a lot of help. Even if that help came from spirit and your guides or came from your inner guidance, but you'll come to realize you had help. You don't have to do everything by yourself. And this doesn't just have to do with your relationship. When you build communities and you give back to your community, and I'm not just talking about charity here, which charities are great, but I'm more talking about building your inner circle, building the community within your inner circle to where you have that support system and you're all helping each other to elevate, you're helping each other to succeed, you're supportive, not overgiving, but supportive, and give guidance, give mentorship, give and share wisdom, pay it forward when you're able to and when you desire to, and it creates a different dynamic. You start to realize that you have a network of people. You start to realize you have a support system. You start to realize that you have others who are willing and happy to help you. You have people who go into a room that you're not there and will advocate for you. So part of building your 10 of Pentacles is realizing that it's okay not only to ask for help when you need it, but to give help when it is something that is in alignment with your values, with the reciprocity of the relationship, and when it's something that, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I don't want you to feel obligated. It's more of when you want to give and then you choose to give, if that makes sense. I think a lot of people get caught up in the idea of, oh, we should just give all the time. And I'm not in alignment with that reality. I don't subscribe to that idea. That's me. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but my perspective on that is you should give because you want to give, not because you're obligated to give, not because you think you're going to get something back from it, so you're going to give. You should give because you want to. You should give because the other person also gives to you in some way. There needs to be somewhat of a balance. And that doesn't mean that you can't just go, say you're walking down the street and you just decide one day to pay for someone's coffee, some random stranger. I'm not saying you can't still do those things, but in that instance, you'd still be giving because you want to. I think the intention behind giving is important, personally, because the intention for which you give something gives it the connotation. If you're giving something with strings attached, that's not really in a giving state. And so I felt like I needed to emphasize that because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, and it makes it confusing for people who fall into the category of tending to be overgiving. But anyways, back to the reading here. So the point is, you don't have to do everything by yourself. I'm seeing also that you're going to be meeting people who are more in alignment with your ideas, with the things that you desire, with the manifestations, with the principles that you look for in others and that you hold yourself to. And I'm seeing that there's going to be more mutual respect. There's going to be more reciprocity. There's going to be more balance, more harmony. You're going to be surrounded by people who want to advocate for you, who want to be reciprocal, who share similar values, who will give you different perspectives though, and will challenge you to be better. And I'm seeing that in the past, there's been a little bit of fear and worry over being around people who are maybe even more successful than you. But the thing is that you tend to be the average of the 5 people you hang around with most. They've actually proven that scientifically you begin to pick up on the mindsets and the energies and even like how people speak, which is called code switching. And you tend to pick up on these things and they become sort of a part of your daily life and part of your habits. And I'm seeing that in the past, you've been a little afraid to step into circles that are maybe more successful, more ambitious, or more sure, or whatever it is, because you were worried that you would seem less than, or that you were somehow unworthy of that. And I'm seeing that you're stepping out of that because you're becoming more confident, and you've been nurturing your independence more, you've been nurturing your authenticity, you've been nurturing that side of yourself that's needed that boost. And you're starting to realize that 1, that mindset doesn't align for what you are trying to do. And 2, it's coming from a place of fear, not a place of reality or a place of like abundance and happiness and these things that you're trying to align to or are in the process of aligning to or already in alignment to. I'm also seeing that because of some of these previous mindsets, you had some blockages when it came to the types of people that you would allow into your life or that you would gravitate towards. And that is also shifting. And because you've been nurturing that side, you are beginning to build or strengthen your community and your inner circle. Now, this can be friends, this can be family, this can be romantic lovers, coworkers, mentors, clients even in certain instances, whatever your community of people is. But I'm also seeing that you're going to be receiving some guidance here soon from your deep inner knowing and your deep higher self, and from your guides and from spirit regarding certain relationships in your life. For some of you, you're going to be doing a major overhaul and you're going to be realizing that some people in your life have been playing to illusions and they're going to show you who they are. For others of you, you're going to begin to realize that there's more people in your community who are not only willing to help you, but more than happy to help you and want to help you. But you've never actually really reached out, or you've been kind of like hiding what it is you're trying to do. And I always suggest that when you're in the beginning stages of something, keep it close. Don't go out and tell everybody what you're planning on doing, because that energy then, when you're unsure, gets you more confused and you start putting everybody else's energy and opinions into what you're trying to do. Once you're sure and you've started really moving forward with it, whatever that is, that's the time when you begin to share things. Because when you make those moves in silence and you give your own self time to fully think the thoughts out, the feelings out, you fully are able to dedicate to the decision and be confident in whatever it is, that energy radiates from you to the other people in your life. It also attracts people to those particular projects, mindsets, or goals, because it's a very motivating, inspirational thing for other people. I'm sure that you have met people in your life who you've just been in their energy and you just feel energized and you're like, man, this just feels amazing. I feel excited. I feel happy. I feel energized and motivated. And those people, it's because they have this energy about them, because they're very confident in what it is they're trying to achieve and they're taking the action on it. You are stepping into that energy, and if you've already been in that energy, you are elevating to the next tier of that. And I'm seeing that part of the information that's going to be coming in could have to do with romantic lovers and or could have to do with work, because we do have the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles on the table here. So continue doing the shadow work to break down these fears and things that you're wanting to get rid of and you're wanting to work through so that you can elevate them to a different state of being, because you really are on this heightened sort of state right now. You really are, even if it doesn't feel like it, you are really bringing things into alignment right now. You have the World and you have the Ten of Pentacles on the table. Those are big energies. Not only is the Ten of Pentacles the most abundant card you can get, but the World means achieving major, huge milestones. It means completing major chapters and starting new beginnings. And it means literally creating the world that you desire. And it means literally having the world at your feet. So to have these two cards on the table with a card like the Empress, which is anything you touch is what grows, what you cultivate is what grows. That's a massive energy. So this is an awesome reading. This is really great energy. Continue the good work, because it is going to pay off, even if it feels like everything's a schleck right now, even if it feels like you're not moving, or you feel frustrated, or you feel like you received some major setback, or you feel like you lost someone or something. I promise you, the energy on this table is stating that anything you've lost will be replaced with better. You are being rejuvenated. You are having the opportunity to not only regain anything that you've lost, but receive better and elevate and receive a different tier of abundance than you have currently been able to understand or imagine. So continue with this good work. Your affirmation for this reading is, I do not have to do everything alone. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.